Blood in the Mountains. Chapter 3. After a week of relaxation and rejuvenation on the yacht, Sophia and Alex knew it was time to return to land. They were no closer to finding a way to stop the cartel, and they knew that they needed help. As they made their way back to San Pedro, Sophia's mind was racing with ideas. She had always been a skilled investigator, and she knew that she had to use all her skills to bring down the cartel. She decided to start by interviewing the manager at the museum, a man who had been at the scene of so many of the burglaries. Maybe he knew something, some clue that could help them uncover the truth. When they arrived at the museum, the manager was hesitant to talk at first. But as Sophia pressed him for answers, she could see the fear in his eyes. "Please," Sophia begged. "We know that you know something. You have to help us. People's lives are at stake here." Alex stepped forward, his powerful, manly aura filling the room. "She's right," he said, his voice low and commanding. "You have to tell us what you know. We can protect you, but you have to trust us." The manager hesitated for a moment, then let out a sigh. "Okay," he said. "I'll tell you what I know. But you have to promise me that you won't reveal my identity." Sophia and Alex nodded, and the manager began to speak. It seemed that all of the stolen items had one thing in common: they were all very old, and they all had ties to a medieval Spanish warlord who was rumored to have been a vampire himself. This warlord had ruled over a vast territory, and his stronghold castle was said to be filled with relics and treasures of great value. Sophia and Alex knew they had to investigate the ruins of this castle. They were convinced that this was the key to stopping the cartel, and they vowed to do whatever it took to find the truth. They set out on the long journey to the ruined castle, their hearts filled with determination and their minds focused on the task ahead. The road was rough and treacherous, but they pressed on, driven by their love for each other and their desire to make the world a better place. As they approached the castle, they could see the massive stone walls rising up from the ground, a testament to the power and might of the warlord who had once ruled there. As they entered the castle ruins, Sophia and Alex were struck by the sense of history that permeated the air. They could feel the ghosts of the past all around them, watching as they made their way through the crumbling stone halls. They searched for hours, rummaging through the ancient relics and artifacts that filled the castle. They found old blades and torture implements, stone figures that resembled wolves, bats, and demonic creatures. Every discovery was a clue, a piece of the puzzle that they were trying to solve, but as they searched, Sophia couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. She could feel eyes on her, a presence lurking in the shadows. She mentioned it to Alex, but he brushed it off, saying that it was just her imagination. But Sophia knew better. She could feel it in her bones, a creeping sense of danger that was closing in on them. They continued their search until the sun began to set, the light fading from the sky. As the darkness descended, the noises started. They were faint at first, just whispers in the wind. But as the night went on, they grew louder and more insistent. Sophia knew that they were not alone. They were in very real danger, and she turned to Alex, her eyes wide with fear. "We have to go," she said. "We have to get out of here now." But as they made their way through the castle, they found themselves surrounded. The noises were all around them now, the darkness closing in. And as they faced their unknown attackers, Sophia knew that they were in for the fight of their lives.